Colorado. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Buffaloes offense will go on the attack first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust. Performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Fighting off the defender, just steamrolling the defense. They finally get him stopped. This veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Got his man to the left. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Colorado!
And how about the wheels for the QB? You could tell, man, he can roll, and they are going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
Kansas State, 0.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the Kansas State Wildcats offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
The give to the tailback. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the catch on 3rd down, and the rarest of drops for this guy. Kansas State will have to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Snagged in the middle. It's Wicks. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Buffaloes moving quickly to the line. Going to sling it on 2nd down. He's got it on the move. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Buffaloes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Touch pass on the run. So the pop pass is busted up in the backfield for a loss. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
Timeout, Kansas State.
Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders.
Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. The give to the back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Complete to the right. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
The Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here comes the option. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. They'll call it a 9-yard loss. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Trying to get rid of it. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Dances away to buy time. At the 35, he's open. A really nice... And he gets down to avoid taking punishment. And the Buffaloes racing to the line in a hurry-up.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing him. defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends.
Makes the grab inside the 30. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets... the edge of the red zone right at the 20. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Caught in the backfield, it's Wicks. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Just keeps slinging it. Got his man quickly. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. He wants to throw it. Somehow fits it into a host of defenders. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Bucs! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They march 79 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Little touch pass to the receiver. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Caught near the sticks. It's Wicks. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Buffaloes want to move quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Quarterback on the keeper. There he goes. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16. And the Buffaloes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. And the Buffaloes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He's looking to pass. Gets it out quickly. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on 4th and goal from the 4. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. Touchdown, Colorado! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
What a play by the quarterback. What an effort. It looked like he was in a lot of trouble. 4th down, nobody open. The pass rush is getting to him, but phenomenal athleticism. You just can't coach that, right? He's able to get to the outside and run that in for a touchdown.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off play action. They're working that left side. Uses a nifty move to work his way to the 24. The Wildcats come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Wide open downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. This Kansas State offense is moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. He's got him this time. Tackle is made, but how about the toughness with this junior just standing in the fire and delivering the ball? We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll throw on third and short. And the ball comes out. What a disaster. He's running free down the middle. Defense got it. They're on the run. Touchdown, Buffaloes. The defense putting points on the board.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep two hands on the ball. That time, he got hit, the ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wide receiver comes in motion. Just going to keep it after the snap. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Plucks it out of the air. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. The Wildcats really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Wildcats come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Mahoney. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. Wants to throw again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Mahoney.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Running back searching for a hole. Got the first down and more. Touchdown, Bucks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. So late late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can improve. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Kansas State will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Wicks. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's going to run it. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger.
Let's go. Okay, ready?
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far today in Boulder, and welcome in to the halftime update. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas at Folsom Field.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Will kick it off to start the second half. He'll return it. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half, in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive of the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got rid of it just in time.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Hauls it in. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. And the Buffaloes are in the hurry-up.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. And now on second down for this offense. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
Slings it. On target to the left. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Tries to get it on the ground. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Buffaloes are on the move. From the red zone, looking for a space. Fired in there, but incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
The Buffaloes come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Fourth down coming.
Converts on fourth down, still going. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. And the Buffaloes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. He's got the tight end. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Colorado. They'll try to add another to their lead. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you're starting to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. He's got it on the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Under fire. It's complete. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up. Oh, he's got some space. He's now up to 75 yards on the ground so far, and he is closing in on that 1,200-yard mark for the season. They'll move the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Buffaloes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. He'll try to do it himself. At the 35, he's loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. He might want another play. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start, offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Snapped it in the shotgun. Got his man. And they bring him down quickly, but a good game there. And the Buffaloes headed quickly to the line. They'll run play action. Looking to scramble. He'll get rid of it. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the RPO, complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you could be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quickly complete. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. To the air, it's Akbar. Looking down the middle. Makes the grab. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Wants to go up top on first down. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Power football with the run. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wildcats line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
A 3rd down and short, you know the quarterback absolutely is going to be a part of the run game. The defense was not fooled, flew up, made the tackle, stick that fist in the air, 4th down cover.
Kansas State will have to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Buffaloes want to pick up the tempo.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the ground with the back. Turning it on! Give him 88 yards on the ground, and he is well within striking distance of a 1,200-yard rushing season.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
The Buffaloes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The play action fake. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Yeah, those comeback routes can be tough to cover defensively, but nice job staying in the receiver's hip pocket and knocking that ball down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Got his man down the middle. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. And the Buffaloes will line it up on 1st and 10. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Buffaloes back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Rushes on him. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buffaloes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Bucs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Complete to the left. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Dropping back, it's Akbar. Fakes the grab. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The give on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or 2, and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. They'll run the screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Off the boot, looking for his man. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
And the Buffaloes will hustle to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. And he's knocked down. Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Here comes the heat. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. On 4th down, looking to pass. The screen, he can go. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Breaks into the open. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a 1st down. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team